Welcome to another video with Invest with the Doctor. My name is Dr. Hyder. I'm an accident and emergency medicine doctor during the day, and during the night, I'm a investor and a trader. Now, if you're looking for things that you feel uh, confident about in buying when there is a pullback in the market, this video might be for you. When the economy is up, down, or flat, people have health needs. They're going to get themselves treated, recession or no recession. Healthcare companies are going to continue. Um, Now, the reason I say this is that lately you've seen a pullback in Bitcoin, you've seen a pullback in the stock market, and quite a big pullback for that matter. Now, even if there is a pullback, these companies that I'm going to mention today are going to do well. And they're going to do well in these kind of pullbacks as well. And that's because healthcare is one of those sectors where even if you think that the world is going into a recession, it'll still continue because people are going to get sick. They'll need hospitalization, and those things don't change even if there is a recession or not. So you might not want to jump on to buy the newest Tesla model, but you would want to look at your healthcare needs here in the UK or in the US or any other country for that matter. Now, biotechnology stocks or healthcare stocks are benefiting from the AI boom, and I think AI is helping uh, sort of the medical scenario. For instance, drug discovery is happening much faster. Um, the the price or the cost of the drugs being delivered, from the time that they are sort of into trials, and then to the time it takes for these drugs to come into the market could be a decade, but these will definitely speed up with the artificial intelligence that's been happening. Now, an example of this would be uh, my previous video. Let me show it to you here. I mentioned this company called Grail in my last video, which was done a month ago. And I mentioned one blood test for 50 cancers. Now, this one blood test covers 50 different kind of cancers. Um, uh, so I think this is an important company. The mission for Grail is to detect 50 different types of cancers with a simple blood test. So you send along the blood test, you get back a report which mentions, if you've tested positive or negative for 50 different kind of cancers. If you want to know more about these things, please look into this video that I've just circled. This was my last video 4 weeks ago, and I think it's still a good buy, this stock. And that's because this is a very promising company, um, um, and I think it can do well. Um, it's not it's not easy to detect these 50 cancers, and many of these cancers get detected only in stage 4, when it's too late, and there isn't much that can be done about it. So you want to catch these cancers early, and that's what this blood test does. It catches the cancer where treatment can be quite successful. For example, it tests for pancreatic cancer, and if somebody gets a diagnosis of pancreatic cancer, usually it's just a death sentence. That's because this person is going to die within a few weeks. So if it's caught early, maybe something can be done about it. This blood test is being fast tracked for FDA approval in America, and this is the body that approves these kind of things. And I think it's going to be a big deal if it does get approved. And my guess is that this will become a part of cancer screening in the US, UK, and other companies. So I think it's got a great future, but of course these are risks. So if it doesn't get approved, the company's stock is going to tank for sure. And if it gets approved in America, then the step would be that, I mean, different insurance companies, Medicare would start covering it. Here in the UK, NHS would be covering it. So whoever is into this stock is certainly going to make a lot of money. So of course there is risk, but where there is risk, there is opportunity. At least that's what I think. So in this short video, I'm going to be mentioning a few companies which I think are going to do well. With the way the current market is moving and with the current pullback. So the first one is Eli Lilly. This is sort of this stock is I mean, their drugs are in sort of weight loss. And again, I've done another video regarding Eli Lilly 1 year ago. I've been in and out of Eli Lilly stock. Then there is Amgen. Third company is called AstraZeneca. This is a British pharmaceutical company. Johnson and Johnson, they make a lot of healthcare products. Then we're going to show you the chart for Regeneron. Revolution Medicine. I've done a few posts about Revolution Medicine, and that stock is doing very well lately. Guardian Health, and the last one is UroGen. So let's start by Eli Lilly. So this is the weekly chart of Eli Lilly. As you can see at the moment, at the time of making, so the ticker for this stock is LLY. LLY is the ticker, and the price at the time of making this video is just above $1,000 US. Now, Eli Lilly stock, as you can see, is breaking out of this flag pattern. So this is a flag, and now it's breaking out of this pattern. Okay, so this is the pole here, is this pole here. I don't know if you can see it. So this bit is the pole itself, which is here. This is the flag, and then now it's breaking out of the flag pattern, which you can see here. Again, blue above the red. The RSI is in the sort of overbought region, which I normally like, and as you can see here, it can stay overbought for weeks. So don't worry about it going into the overbought territory. It can stay overbought for a while. MACD is positive. This is the weekly chart for stock Eli Lilly, which is the first stock here. This one, Eli Lilly. Okay, then let's talk about Amgen. This is the chart for Amgen. AMGN is the ticker. You can see it here. At the time of making this video, the stock is 337 US. This is the weekly chart. The Eli Lilly chart that I showed was a weekly chart as well, and it's coming out of this triangle pattern. Is breaking out again on the weekly, which is quite good. It is showing that long term this has got a good potential. Again, RSI going towards the overbought territory. MACD green, positive. People often ask me, what do I look for when I'm looking at these charts? And this is basically what I look for. Breaking out of a pattern. I look at the RSI, which is mentioned here. This tells me how fast the stock is moving, and as a confirmation, I'm looking at MACD itself. So this was Amgen, ticker symbol is AMGN. Um, the next one is the stock here, AstraZeneca, which I mentioned is a British pharmaceutical company. They make vaccines and a lot of other stocks as well. Other products as well. So AstraZeneca, ticker for it is AZN, and at the time of making this video, the stock is trading around $91. Again, it's breaking out of this base here. RSI is again going towards the positive overbought area. MACD is positive. Again, like I said, three things that I'm looking for is pattern, RSI, MACD, and also, as I always mention, the 21 week, because this is a weekly chart, 21 week, which is the blue line, is above the red, which is the 50 week, which is above the 200 week. So, and when they're all upsloping upwards, it is telling me long term good chances that this stock is going to go a lot higher from here. So this was AstraZeneca. Now Johnson Johnson makes a lot of healthcare products. It's an American company. Again, this is I think going to do well as well. At the time of making this video, Johnson & Johnson is $203. Ticker for it is J&J. Again, weekly chart is breaking out of this basing pattern, and as you can see, it's moving upwards. RSI again in the overbought territory, which is the way I like it. MACD is becoming positive. Again, blue above the red, which is above the green now. So this is Johnson and Johnson. The next one is Regeneron. So let's look at Regeneron. The ticker for Regeneron is REGN. At the time of making this video, Regeneron is $755. Again, it's coming out of this sort of U pattern that I can see. Lots of green candles. The 21 day is just breaking above the 21 week is breaking above the 50 week, which is the red one here. RSI positive or overbought territory, MACD positive. Again, this is the kind of setup that I like. So this is stock called Regeneron. Ticker for it is REGN. So that was Regeneron. And then we've got Revolution Medicine. I sort of posted about Revolution Medicine not so long ago. Mentioned, I think, yesterday and then 3 days ago. I think this stock is doing very well. So RVMD is the ticker for Revolution Medicine. RVMD. Again, this is a weekly chart. Again, the cup-shaped pattern that I was talking about, and you can see that it's now breaking out of this. Blue above the red, which is above the green. So we've got a pattern here. The slopes are going up. RSI in overbought territory, and MACD is green. So this is a confirmation that this stock is going to do well. Again, it's a weekly chart. So that means in the coming few weeks is likely to do well. So this was Revolution Medicine, and then we've got Guardian Health. Okay, Guardian Health, which the ticker uh, is GH, Guardian Health. Okay, at the time of making this video, the stock is $105. Again, this is a weekly chart. Um, you can see the sort of uh, green candles going upwards, blue above the red, which is above the green. RSI again in overbought territory, MACD positive. So you see, again and again and again and again, the pattern is pretty much the same. I'm looking at the same thing again, and this is what makes me decide. If this pattern looks nice to me, and I should be investing in this stock. It doesn't mean that it's always going to work out, but quite often it does. So I think this is another company which is going to do well. And the last one is this one called UroGen. So this is the last stock that I'm going to talk about in this video. UroGen, the company itself. Let me just pull the ticker for it is URGN. The name of the company is UroGen Pharma. Again, this is a weekly chart. They look into bladder cancer. Okay, they provide gel-based products, and these avoid surgery. Again, coming out of a basing pattern here, as you can see. These are again because this is a weekly chart, each of these candles are weekly candles, and you can see how they are rocketing upwards. Again, blue above the red, above the green, overbought, RSI, MACD positive. So these are when people ask me, okay, what am I looking at? This is what I'm looking at, and because this is a weekly chart, it goes more towards the fundamentals of the company itself. So if it's a good company, it's very, very likely that the weekly chart is going to look more like what the company is actually what the company is and how well it's going to do. So if it's a good company, it's going to show in the weekly chart. I don't look at the 4-minute chart, 2-minute chart, 1-minute chart, because I would need to be glued to the screen itself, which is something that I can't do because I do this part-time. I don't want to stick to the screen itself, but at the same time, I want to make money. So this is why I stick to the weekly charts mostly. And sometimes to the daily charts, just to have a bit of an idea what's happening in the short term, but usually the weekly charts. And if the weekly charts are looking like this is telling me that most likely the stock is going to do very well. So basically in this video I covered Eli Lilly, Amgen, AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson, Regeneron, Revolution Medicines, Guardian Health, and UroGen. And I think with the way the market is pulling back, these stocks are going to do very well. If you've got any questions in particular and about the charts that I showed you, please write in the YouTube comments section and I'll do my level best to answer all of the questions. But please try to make sure that you are putting it in the comments box just underneath the YouTube video. So that's where I'm going to look for comments or questions regarding this video, and I'll try my best to answer all of them in my next video. I'm going to be doing another video shortly in the next couple of days, and I'm going to cover some more biotechnology and healthcare related stocks. So I hope you found this video useful. As always, thanks for watching.